r/AskReddit asks. What's the worst thing to wake up to? I worked with a kid who experienced this often. He would come to school out of sorts and anxious, little things would set him off at school and he would lash out, he would be punished, labeled a bad kid, sent home to this anxiety-inducing household again with parents who were angry at him. Poor kid was prepared to fight/fly most of the day. And of course with all of that going on, he was learning nothing and getting behind his class, which made him more anxious because he didn't want to look stupid. Waking up to 30+ missed calls with a brutal hangover and can't remember what you did last night but you know it wasn't good. Panic. If it's a blackout drunk night, just waking up having not lost your phone is a win in my book. Police. I woke up to police chasing a guy through our yard. He tripped over the bikes I had leaning against the house right where my bedroom is. That's the only reason the cops got him. There was so much yelling and threats to shoot until finally the guy cooperated. That was like Jan 2nd. A tornado alarm. Shit is so fucking scary. I'm from the Midwest. I visited a friend on the East Coast a few years ago. Got to her house one night about 10 p.m. I had driven 12 straight hours that day to get there. I'm passed out asleep when I get woken up by a tornado siren about 2 a.m. Completely freaked out. Turns out what we, Midwesterners, use as tornado siren, her local fire department uses when they are going out on a crawl. She lived less than a block away from them. A call from work wondering where I've been all morning. Personally, I think it's worse when you wake up, look at your alarm clock and see that although you aren't late for work yet, you know you most likely will be. At least when you wake up already late you know there's nothing you can do about it, doesn't feel as bad. Your dog gagging and about to throw up in the middle of night. Then hearing him eating it 15 seconds later. I'd rather they clean it up. I woke up to my dog jumping up next to my pillow and just managed to close my eyes and mouth before she vomited on my face. The end of the dream where you really need to pee, and start to feel the satisfaction of warming release. I had a dream once that I had to pee bad and so I went into the bathroom in my dream and saw a urinal, so I was like, let's go. Anyways, I start peeing and it's just a waterfall of piss. Like, have you ever bought a really big drink and just drank it all in an hour and then had to pee and you're peeing so much that you have to stop the full stream for a second so that you can full stream again? That's exactly how it was, but it was just never ending. They kept going for what felt like 15 minutes until I woke up and thankfully I hadn't pissed the bed. I don't know how I was able to hold it in through peeing so much in my dreams, but it was a relief. Got woken up by my dad early in the morning to inform me that my mother had passed away in the room across the hall from me. Worst part was that she was only sleeping there to look after a pup that was recently born from the 2 dogs we had at the time, otherwise my dad might have woken up and been able to do something about it. The pup ended up crying late at night before or during her heart failure that I ended up passing off, as it's really not that uncommon, but it really makes me question if I could have done something or not to help her before it happened. Think about it regularly. Calling work and breaking down to my boss wasn't great either. But hey, shit day. Your house burning down? Had this happen once when I was in middle school. It wasn't burning down completely, but the bathroom caught fire. Had to scramble out of bed and grab the super stubborn dog and GTFO. Edit. A lot of people are asking, the bathroom caught fire from a malfunctioning bathroom fan. It was actually something my family pressed on the landlord to fix for a while before the fire occurred. Hearing a throwing up noise. Oh come on, you can do better. Your 3-year-old walking into your bedroom saying they don't feel good and projectile vomiting into your face right as you open your eyes. The sounds of your parents having sex. I once did. I was at the age where you should kinda be waking yourself up, but you were also young. I was like 9 to 10 at the time, I think, and I went downstairs to my parents' room to ask why they didn't wake me up. I go downstairs and into the hallway where their room is. As I walk down the hall I hear a weird noise, and when I am about 4 meters away I hear my mom moaning and whimpering like she is trying to be quiet but also is very into it. I was mortified and I just sat in my bed for a couple minutes just wondering why I had to witness that. After that my parents yelled at me for not being ready for the bus. I was babysitting my niece one time when she was about 4. I packed her off to bed and went to watch a movie on the couch, where I promptly dozed off. Only to be woken a few hours later in complete darkness, having no idea where I was, and with a tiny, clammy little demon hand grabbing at my ankle. I've never been awake faster in my life, only to be greeted by a very confused child who just wanted a story and who no one had seen fit to tell me could get over the baby gate like a goddamn ninja. We don't tell her mother about the time Aunt Hazel almost kicked her darling daughter through a window,